we've only got like 10 minutes, so yeah, if you're going to spend another 5 minutes looking for a setup, I mean, firstly, that's quite a long time. I thought you were meant to be a professional trader, and B, let's just crack on with it and give as much.
All right, mate. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So as always, have a quick look at the higher time frame, and the thing. So if I want to do it quickly, if I want to do things quickly, I'll use our indicator to just put in the weekly levels. So if I just show you what I'm looking at here. So what that does, it just gives me clarity of what's going on here. So immediately, what do I see? Well, I see that we are at resistance, and I see that we're ranging. So that's kind of all I need to see. So that basically tells me that the most probable scenario at some point, so now there could be a range trade, but at some point we may go back towards here. Okay, that's it. That's all I need to pick up from that chart. Range, most likely direction is down overall. So I then move on. Daily chart. So then I've got this, which is quite interesting. So I've got this here. So what do we have here? We've got a fake out at the moment, which basically means that you've got this this channel line. Okay, so you can see it's resistance, support, support, resistance, support, and this here was supposed to be resistance, right? What happened? Well, this is called a fake out. It means that the market went through it, and then look how you get this engulfing candle formation there and closes back in it. So what often happens is if you're going to have a fake out, so it will close back into the channel, and then often it will go back and test. And if you don't know what I mean by test, I mean hit the channel that is now intact. So this could be a resistance point for a potential little push down. So that's what I'm basically looking at. So I'm basically looking for potential opportunities for this market to firstly push higher and then to sell it. So I will go to the 4-hour time frame with that in mind, and this I'll just do it from the beginning. All I did there was I just added my 4-hour levels. I just wanted to see where we were, and the thing that I note the most is the double levels. So you've got 2 double levels there, which means these are stronger levels, and you can see here we're above this double level here. So we've had a strong, this is a morning star formation here, and we're above this double level. So there's every chance that we could possibly rally up to 118.66, right? And you can see, why is it a double level? Well, look, can you see here? Resistance, resistance, maybe even before that. Look, resistance. See, like, you'd have to look back to find these yourself, and that's why it's quite useful just to have that indicator there. And so I'm interested in 118.66 as a possible short, okay? But we haven't finished yet. So a couple of little things I'd like to do is I will just check to see where the fibs are. I want to see where the 618 is of that move, and that's going to help. So let me zoom in. The 618 is the third red line. So you're 38, 50, 618. It's there. Okay, 618 is there, right there. So see how that's beautiful confluence there. You've got the 618 right into that double green line. That's looking even more interesting now. See how we're building that evidence up, that zone could be interesting, and it's matching up with what we've said on the higher time frame. So final piece of the jigsaw is the hourly. So what do? Well, I'm going to mark down 118.66 right there. Okay, that's the level. So just reminding you guys, that's come from here. Okay, so I've just taken that 4-hour level there, 118.66, plugged it into that. And I am going to I'm going to do should I do the manual or let me do the auto. I don't know where we are on the fibs in this one. Let me do the auto fibs. No, that's kind of useless right now. So that's why we'll do the manual ones. So manual.
Why is that one useless, mate? Why are you saying?
Because it doesn't make any sense. Because on the higher time frame, we've identified our zone, and so like you have to do things in context. So like if I just plug that back in, hold on, you've got an A, B, C, D. Look, I mean the D is all the way up there, 119.68. That's really not. We're not. I mean, according to the daily chart, 119.68 would be up here, which means that the trade right now, that means, so if we're wrong on this idea, then that would be useful later. So 119.68 is here, which is perfect, right? Look, can you see how this is resistance, 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 resistance? So there, and then there. Amazing. So that will take you to the high point. That would be a great short if we're wrong on the trade. So
and that's really great to know. So thank you for giving that breakdown so far. Obviously we haven't finished. I'm just trying to give context for people of all levels. So why would you not choose that level on H1? Why would you look at the daily level instead?
Because, well, if this is a true fake out, then it shouldn't get up there. If this is not actually what I'm thinking it is, then it will. So
because there's some charts, you just looked at 4 different charts or 4 different time frames. Why is H1 any less important than the daily for your decision making?
Well, the general rule is the higher time frames control the smaller time frames. So once you figure out the picture on the higher time frames, then you know what's going on the lower time frames. So and you can see that the generalness is the general idea is that this market's going to probably go down at some point. It's just a question of where. So we're just building the probabilities that most likely down. It's a question of, right, is this what I'm thinking? So fake out, little test, and then down. That's one possibility. Or is this channel no longer in play? And actually, we're going to go up here and then come down. But you know what? We can be actually wrong and still make money. That's the interesting part. And to be honest, with the way that I trade, that can happen. So for example, what I might do is I might take this little zone here, match it up with a DTR, for example, and then I might just take a short there and just take it down to there, take my money, and I'm done. So then I just watch and observe and see what's going on, and maybe find another trade later on. So, and then if we see this actually breaking up, then I'll do the same at the 119.68 level, because again, it makes sense up there on the higher time frames. We found evidence that that's going to be a good short. So it's just about being smart and saying, look at this really, really nice level. Makes a lot of sense. That's the easy money. If you want easy money, it's there to there. If you want to stay in trades a bit longer and catch more pips, well, that's fine. But obviously, you're going to have to sit through a lot more waves. So just to kind of finish that up, one last thing, I'm just going to draw the manual fibs. So this is our 118.66. What you do is you go to the C, okay? So everybody, you go to the C and you just plug it in there. So there's our 144. And the dashed line will be our target. There you have it. See that?
Yeah.
So there's your confluence.
Yeah.
And look, you got your A, B, C, D. And that, for me, is a perfect confluence with this nice support. That's going to react. almost certainly. Even if you just catch that, we're talking super high probability you get a reaction. We don't have to know the whole story to make money. That's the important thing that you need to know. You just need to know probabilities, where the market's going to react, and have a plan for it. That's it. And sometimes people will be able to do some of this, and they catch some of it, and then it does this, and they're stopped out, and they make a loss. But if you're savvy and you're smart, and you just go with the easy money, then you don't have to. That doesn't have to happen to you. So it's just about sort of, I wanted to say keeping it simple. I don't think that's what I've just done there is super simple, but I guess in terms of like build your wall up and then say, well, the chances of it reacting there, especially if you've got the DTR as a confluence, is going to be very, very high. So therefore, you don't need a big stop and you can maximize the amount of money that you make. That's the thing as well that people miss, Gav, is that you may catch 100. So sometimes this is the biggest error people make actually. It's like when they basically say their performance in pips. So it makes no logical sense. You could catch 100 pips with a 100 pip stop, or you can catch 40 pips with a 10 pip stop, which is better. Ask the question. Actually, they can type it out. What's better? 10 pip stop, 40 pip target, 100 pip stop, 100 pip target. So they can just put 100 pips or 40 pips, which is better on that example, in those examples.
Hey traders, this is Gavin. It's just gone midnight here in Australia, but Andy and I just wanted to shoot you this very quick live video inside MT4. So you've just seen the trading setup that Andy spoke about last Thursday evening UK time, and here it is in real time now. So it got up to 118, almost 118.70, and it's come right down to, let's just get the crosshairs out, it's come right down to 118.13. So who got into this trade and who's doing a high probability low risk trade just like this that Andy spoke about last week? We waited for the fade up and then the bounce down here. Oops, some alerts going off now on MT4. Yeah, so this is happening live as we speak right now on MT4. Who's in this trade? Who's got out in profit? Who didn't take the trade? Who's going to be tuning in? More importantly, who's going to be tuning in to Pips Like a Pro, where we'll be revealing another professional trade setup courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Andy Demi himself, this Thursday the 19th of November from 8 p.m. Join our Facebook group, the FX Traders Club, and you get free access to professional trade setups and a bit of banter, a bit of singing, and all-round general laughs and giggles to keep us going through lockdown. Okay, guys, I'm going to bounce. See you later. Just to clarify, it's not my face that looks like resistance. So who's left?
I look like resistance, do I?
No, I'm only one in your. Oh, your little face there! I want to grab your cheese and go.
We are the resist. Have you seen what's that pro?
Yes.
I forgot. Yes, the Spanish one.
Yeah. What's the music? What's the song? I'm trying to think of the song.
Oh. Yeah.
They won't play. Someone remember it? Can someone remember what?
Bennett. What's the name of it? It's a brilliant.
Everybody must have watched it in lockdown.
Money Heist. Money Heist. Money Heist.
What's the song?
I've forgotten it.
Oh, you just left me hanging there, and I know that's really wrong, and that's going to be
That is wrong, mate. That has actually bothered me now. Somebody must know it.
It's really annoying me as well. Really annoying me as well. There's so much more. As usual, there's so much more that we can do. But that's it. We're out of time. It's 10 past.
What are we going to do?
We literally... Bella. Yes.
There you go. Who said that?
You can't remember it, though. It's really annoying. Do you reckon we'll get in trouble if we play it now over Facebook? Maybe we'll play next week if we're allowed. Who cares?
Yeah, maybe next week. We could start this show with music.
I'm a rebel. Oh no, we've got our theme tune. We're not deviating it away from the theme tune.
No, I think this could be our theme tune.
No.
All right, fair enough.
Better than the one that we've got. Let's play it now if I can find it.
I thought you by the way, you promised people a prize. Was that just made up?
No, I did actually. So, thank you for reminding me. I knew there was something. Bella ciao.
Bella ciao.
I'm worried about getting into trouble. I sound like a. Who cares?
Mate, hold on. Before you offer them a prize.
We represent the people. Bella ciao.
I hope it doesn't involve me. Am I the?
Oh no, I take full liability for this. Netflix, Bella ciao, Money Heist. If it's coming, it should be on in the background. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll pick someone at random. If you want a copy of our news indicator, so a lot of people have been asking me, how do I get a copy of this news indicator? Type in news into the live chat and we'll pick a random winner and we'll give you the indicator for free. So you just log it in to MT4. I haven't asked permission for that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So we'll just give away one. So type in news now or even after the show and I'll pick someone at random and you'll get a copy. I'll message you on Messenger. That's the prize.
Fantastic. I was worried what you were going to offer.
As we leave. Can you hear it? Bella ciao, 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 da, 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 da. Come on out here, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Hey, this is fashion plates right now, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. This is it. If I didn't have kids in the house.
Guys, we are going to bounce. A big Bella Ciao. Have an amazing Bella Ciao weekend. Remember, if you want to win the prize, type in news into the live chat and I'll give it 24 hours and then we'll pick a winner and announce it in the group.
Sounds fantastic. Well done, Gavin. Fantastic singing. And next week, we're going to start the show off with this, all right?
With what? Bella Ciao?
Yeah, Bella Ciao. That's what we're doing. And do you know what we'll do? I'll tell you what. Every week, people can choose a song, and that's how we'll start it. We'll take a vote during the week.
Oh, I love our song.
All right, fine. Yeah, I don't even know what a song is, but fine. Okay, you go with the song that you like.
What our song is, mate. It's what we had our first.
I'm sorry, mate. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh God. Right. Okay, guys. See you later. We're closing.
That and tap water. They're the two meanest things you could say.
I'm sorry, mate. Are we shutting this down? Or are we carrying on all night?
We probably could, couldn't we?
We could. Is everybody cool? Is everybody cool? Yeah. They said goodbye.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see. All right. We'll assume that everybody's cool, and we're going to say goodbye.
Big love, guys. Have an amazing weekend and happy trading.